Vision for 2030. The monitoring and evaluation information sessions are set to take place in all 9 provinces, where it commenced in KwaZulu-Natal on the 8th of March and the remaining provinces to roll out in April 2016, that's next month. These sessions are meant to contribute in changing the way in which government works. To talk more on this, we are joined from our Pretoria studio by Director General of the National Government, or the School of Government, I should say, the National School of Government, Professor Richard Levin. It's good to have you, Prof. Thanks so much for being with us.
Morning, Leanne, and morning to all the viewers.
Now, we talk about the school's vision for 2030. What is it?
Well, really, we're focusing on building the human capabilities for a capable developmental state. Chapter 13 of the National Development Plan talks about the need to have a capable, fully effective public service. And obviously, the issue of capacity development is fundamental. But we also see the importance of building capacity across the state, and we do work closely with Parliament, where we have a lively program, as well as with local government, where we're in the process of finalising a memorandum of agreement.
So, during the course of these workshops, are there any training programs that are offered to the attendees?
Well, these workshops I'm running myself, actually. I did run a workshop on participatory development evaluation in an international monitoring and evaluation conference of the United Nations Development Program in Bangkok last year. And there was a lot of support for that workshop, and I felt it would be very relevant to run this workshop in South Africa for a number of reasons. The Constitution in Chapter 10 talks about the need to meet people's needs. Public administration must meet people's needs, and public administration must also ensure that people participate in policy formulation. Now, this means that we need to have the tools that will enable communities to become part of the evidence base of policy formulation. And this is really what I'm dealing with. Furthermore, this year is the year of advancing people's power. And it is very important that public servants understand the importance of development programs and projects being shaped by the views and ideas of communities on the ground. To understand that, one needs to understand the techniques which can be deployed to do this, and the whole concept of theory of change at a local level as well as a national level, in order to secure the particular outcomes that we're focusing on.
Are there any specific sectors within government that you're going to be focusing on, or is it really just a general development program? And I know that, I mean, among other issues, service delivery is very much so right on the top there when it comes to, you know, training and as you mention, working for the people.
Service delivery is obviously fundamental. We are focusing in that workshop on a number of areas in terms of the case studies which we share in that workshop. It includes the health system, it includes rural development, and obviously an overarching focus on the economy, because this is the overarching thrust of government's focus and priorities right now.
Does the development evaluation have any effect or potential effect in the South African government?
Well, we have a national outcomes-based monitoring and evaluation program, and this shapes the way in which we work. Its whole intent, as the President has articulated many times, is to change the way in which government works. What I'm arguing in the workshop is a very important way of changing the way in government works, is to ensure that the people's needs really shape the way in which we develop our programs and the way in which we implement them. We mustn't implement them as bureaucrats in ways which suit ourselves, but we must implement them in ways that are really user-friendly for the communities who engage and benefit from those programs.
Yeah, well, I think it's a fantastic initiative and a great school, but let's leave it there for now. If you want to find out more information, visit the nsg.gov.za. Prof, that's your website address. I do know that. I'm actually on it right now as we speak, and just looking at some of the things that they offer, some of the things that they do. So that was the Director General of the National School of Government, Professor Richard Levin.